Isaiah chapter 2, verses 3 through 4. Christians have said that this is actually referring to Jesus, that Jesus is the word that goes forth from Zion, the law, and that the word comes out from Jerusalem. But when they say this and claim that these things represent Jesus, represent the Trinity, they disregard the entirety of the chapter itself. Who can take out the law? Well, it says at the very beginning in verse 2 that the mountain of the temple of Hashem will be the head of the mountains, and all nations will stream to it. That means all the nations of the world are coming to it. So we know that the nations are coming to the Jews for the answers for the knowledge of God. The Jews are not going to the nations for the knowledge of God. Verse 3, the peoples of the nations are saying, come, let's go up to the mountain of God, to the mountain of Hashem, to the temple of the God of Jacob. So this is identified as the temple of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways. We will walk in his paths. For from Zion will the Torah come forth, the word of Hashem from Jerusalem. How does the Torah come forth from Zion? How does the word of Hashem from Jerusalem? It's because those nations that have come to learn of God's ways, once taught, return home and spread out the word that they received while they were in Jerusalem, while they were in Zion. And then 2:4, this is the judgment of the nations. After they've received the information about God's ways, he will judge among the nations, settle the arguments of peoples. They'll beat their plows, their swords into plowshares, their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not lift up sword against nation. They will no longer study warfare. So as a result of being taught God's ways, the nations will no longer search one another out to go to war. War will be a thing of the past. There's no indication that this has anything to do with some sort of spiritual peace. This spiritual peace that they claim is supposed to come at the end. Isaiah 2, verses 3 through 4 is about the end times, and it's about literal world peace, not about Jesus.